So here I go, 1, 2, 3. So we are going to start from page number 154. Okay. So the dispute now has shifted from the plot of land from there to their individual dogs, their respective dogs. Okay. Each one of them is claiming that uh, their dog is better than the other. Okay. So let's find out. The conflict will go on for some time more. Okay. So I see Natalia Stevanovna that you consider me either blind or a fool. You must realize that squeezer is overshot. Overshot means old, exhausted. Okay. You must realize that squeezer is overshot. Natalia says, no, it's not true. Lama, he is. It's not true. Lama, why shout, madam? Natalia, why talk rot? It's awful. It's time your guess was shot. And you compare him with squeezer. Excuse me, I cannot continue this discussion. My heart is palpitating. No, Natalia now replies that I have noticed that those hunters argue most who know least. Okay, so those hunters who know least, they argue more. Okay, so this is how Natalia is trying to insult Lamov here. Okay, Lamov says, "Madam, please be silent. Please be silent. My heart is going to pieces. Shut up." Means, as you know, Lamov has a problem. Okay, Manager, Lamov has a physical discomfort. Lamov has been suffering from the problem of palpitations, rapid palpitations. Okay, the heartbeat problem. Okay, plus you also know that he has a problem of, like when he lies down on bed, okay, his right side pulls, okay, so immediately he wakes up and he gets up from bed and then takes around. So he has some physical complication. Therefore, Lamov, when he becomes excited or when he becomes very much worried, tensed, okay, and irritated, disappointed, and he is involved in shouting, argument, that time his physique deteriorates. That is why he says, my heart is going to pieces. My heart is palpitating. Then Natalia says, I shan't shut up until you acknowledge that squeezer is 100 times better than your gas. So only when you acknowledge that our squeezer is much better, 100 times better than your dog gas, only then I will keep quiet, otherwise I will keep on shouting. Lamos says 100 times worse. Forget about being better. Your squeezer is 100 times worse than my gas. Then you see, behind to your squeezer, his head, eyes, shoulder. There's no need to hand your silly gas. He's half dead already. Lamos says, shut up, my heart is bursting. I shan't shut up. And then at that moment, Chubukov, Natalia's father, enters the scene, and there is a conversation between Natalia and Chubukov would like to defend his daughter, saying that squeezer is much better than Lamov's gas. Okay. Now see, what's the matter now? Natalia says, Papa, tell us truly, which is better dog? Okay, tell us which is a better dog, our squeezer or the gas. Then you see, and Chubukov says, Lamo says, Steven, which I implore you to tell me just one thing: is your squeezer overshot or not? Yes or no? Chubukov says, and suppose he is, what does it matter? He is the best dog in the district for all that, and so on. Lamo says, but isn't my guess better? Really now? Chubukov says, don't excite yourself, my precious one. Allow me, your guest certainly has his good points. He is purebred, firm on his feet, has well-sprung ribs, and all that. But my dear man, if you want to know the truth, the dog has two defects. He is old and he is short in the muzzle. Okay. So he said, your dog gas has two defects. Number one, he is overshot, means he has become old, exhausted, and then his muzzle is short. Excuse me, my heart, Lama says. Let's take the facts. You will remember that on the Marskinsky hunt, my guest ran neck and neck with the Count's dog, while your squeezer was left a whole burst behind. In the recent dog race, my dog guest ran neck and neck with another, with the Count's dog, but your squeezer was running much behind. Then how can you claim that your squeezer is much better than my guess, right? So Chubukov says he's got left behind because the Count's whipper in hit him with his whip. That is why he was hit with his whip. That is why he went behind. Lamov says, and with good reason. The dogs are running after a fox when Squeezer goes and starts worrying a sheep. It's not true, my dear fellow. I am very liable to lose my temper, and so, just because of that, let's stop arguing. You started because everybody is always jealous of everybody else's dogs. Yes, we are all alike, all like that. You too, sir, aren't blameless. You no sooner begin with this, that, and the other, and all that, I remember everything. Lamov says, I remember too. Teasing him, I remember too. What do you remember? Lamov says, my heart, my foot's gone to sleep. I can't. Natalia Natalia is teasing. She's teasing Lamov. Out of teasing, she's saying, my heart, what sort of a hunter are you? You ought to go and lie on the kitchen oven and catch black beetles, not go after foxes, my heart. Now, Nomo has, like Natalia, is trying to insult Lomov, saying that you always say your feet has gone numb or your heart is palpitating. Then how can you claim yourself to be a hunter? Okay, you don't deserve to be a hunter because hunters are strong enough physically. Okay, so you have a heart twitching. Okay, then leg, feet numbing. Okay, so you cannot be called a hunter. That is how Natalia tries to insult him. Then Chubukov says, yes, really. What sort of a hunter are you? Anyway, you ought to sit at home with your palpitations and not go tracking animals. You could go hunting, but you only go to argue with people and interfere with their dogs and so on. Let's change the subject in case I lose my temper. You are not a hunter at all. Anyway, Lomov says, and are you a hunter? You only go hunting to get in with the Count and to intrigue. Intrigue means Lomov says, Lomov accuses Chubukov of being a intriguer. Intriguer means a person who is busy in making plot, okay, or plotting against one another. That is called intriguer. So Lomov says, you are an intriguer. Shut up. Lomov says, intriguer. Chubukov, boy, pup. Lomov, old rat, Jesuit. Shut up or I'll shoot you like a patrice, you fool. Lomov, everybody knows that, oh my heart, your late wife used to beat you. My feet, temples, sparks, I fall. Chubukov, and you are under the slipper of your housekeeper. Lomov, there, my heart is burst. My shoulders come off. Where is my shoulder? I die. Falls into an armchair, a doctor. Lomov's physical condition started very much deteriorating because Chubukov is insulting him. His daughter Natalia is also insulting him, saying that you do not deserve to be called a hunter. Then all this stuff. Okay, they started abusing one another. Okay, then Lamov says, I am falling unconscious. Okay, call a doctor. Then you see here, Chubukov, boy, milk shop, fool, I am sick, drinks water, sick. Natalia, what sort of a hunter are you? You can't even sit on a horse. To her father, Papa, what's the matter with him? Papa, look, Papa screams. Ivan Vasilevich, he's dead. Chubukov says, I'm sick, I can't breathe. Yeah. Like Natalia, when she could see that her, like Lomov has become unconscious, she thinks that Lomov has become dead. Okay, so she's trying to draw her father's attention, saying that, Papa, you see, he is dead. Chubukov says, I am sick, I can't breathe. I have become sick now. I cannot breathe properly, okay? I cannot see Lomov myself. Now, you see, Natalia says he is dead. Pulls Lomov's sleeve. Ivan Vasilevich, what have you done to me? He is dead. Falls into an armchair. A doctor. Now Natalia also falls into an armchair, shouting for doctor. She has also become almost in a hysteric state. Hysteric means unconscious. Okay. Chubukov, oh, what is it? What is the matter? Natalia, he is dead. Chubukov, who is dead? Looks at Lomov. He says, who is dead? Looks at Lomov. Okay? Now, my word, water, a doctor lifts a tumbler to Lomov's mouth. Drink this. No, he doesn't drink. It means he is dead. And all that, I am the most unhappy of man. Why don't I put a bullet into my brain? Why haven't I cut my throat yet? What am I waiting for? Give me a knife, give me a pistol. Lomov moves, he seems to be coming round. Drink some water. That's right. Okay, so you please change your place, come here. Idhar aa jao. So tell me, when Chubukov sees that Lomov has become unconscious, why does he worry? Why does he regret that Lomov has become dead? Why do you think Chubukov becomes extremely regretful when he came to know that Lomov has become unconscious, or Lomov has become unconscious, or he has been presumed to be dead? Why does he regret? Tell me.
He came with a proposal for my first
Yeah.
and he was at his home.
Yes, because Chubukov became very much happy when he came to know that Lomov has come with a marriage proposal. He feels lightened. He does not feel so much responsible as a father if Lomov marries her, right? That is why he becomes very much regretful when he came to know that Lomov has become unconscious. He presumes him to be dead. Actually, he's not dead, but when he's not moving, then he presumes him to be dead. Now see, see how Lomov reacts now. I see stars, mist, where am I? Chubukov says, hurry up and get married, and well, to the devil with you. She is willing. He puts Lomov's hand into his daughters. She is willing and all that. I give you my blessing and so on. Only leave me in peace. Okay? Only leave me in peace and both of you get married quickly. Lomov getting up, yeah. What? To whom? Chubukov, she is willing. Well, kiss and be damned to you. He is alive. Yes, I'm willing. Natalia also wails and says, I'm willing. They kiss each other. Kiss whom? They kiss very nice too. Excuse me, what's it all about? Oh, now I understand. My heart starts. I'm happy, Natalia Stevanovna. Okay, my foot's gone to sleep. So now they have finally got married, it seems. Natalia says, I'm happy too. Chubukov, what a weight off my shoulders out. Now Chubukov feels so relaxed, so relieved, thinking that he was able to eventually give marriage to his daughter. That is why he is feeling very much relieved now. Okay. Now Natalia says, still you will admit that gas is worse than squeezer? Lomov says better. Natalia says worse. Chubukov says that's a way to start your family business. Have some champagne. He is better. Natalia, words. He matlab here gas. Okay. Even after marriage, they continued with the argument of whose dog is better. So he here refers to the gas, and Natalia says words. What means your dog gas is worse, not better. Chubukov trying to shout her down, champagne, and Chubukov is now trying to interfere so that they forget this topic and they start celebration of their marriage. Okay, and this is how the story comes to an end. So what is that the dramatist wanted to convey through this story? He wanted to convey the Russian tradition of marriage. Okay, they uh, they go for the marriage tie. Okay, so that they can expand their business. Okay, and they can grow mutually in their business. They can grow together in their business. They can grow together and they can expand their business. Okay, therefore their marriages are marriage of convenience. It's called marriage of convenience. Okay, because they go for uh, the marriages with the purpose in their mind. Understood? Therefore, and they get into marriage with equally strong family. Okay, they do not go like one family is rich and one family is poor. They go ahead with the equally strong family so that they can venture into a business, expand it, and grow it mutually in their family business. Okay, so this is what has been highlighted here. Okay, in spite of having no, see, in spite of having no uh, what is that called? No, in spite of having no agreement in their argument, okay, in spite of the fact that they were constantly quarreling, arguing with one another, not in a position to listen to one another, accusing one another, in spite of that, the marriage takes place. It means here they look for the convenience point of view only, okay? So such marriages sometimes they become successful, but sometimes not as well. Okay, so anyway, this is the end, and now we shall focus on uh, some of the exercise questions. Yes, so Rutuji is there. So you please study my website and go through once again. Okay, then you shall be able to understand, uh, revise, and also write down the NCERT solution from the website. Okay. Okay. So now let's see one exercise here. Uh, Page number 159. This exercise you need to do. It is based on reporter speech. Okay, so it's very simple. You say start doing. First one I tell you, like is given. See, to report a question, we use the reporting verb asked as in the sentence set one. And the see these questions are given in reference to the previous page questions. Okay, so 158 you see there are several dialogues given between Lomov and Natalia and Chubukov. Okay, so with reference to these dialogues, these questions are given on page number 159. So you go through these questions, you will be able to understand. Okay, page number 159. 159. Like for example, first question you see, to report a question, we use the reporting verb asked as in sentence set 1. Okay, so report a question, we use the reporting verb ask. But to report a statement, positive or negative statement, what kind of reporting verb do we use? Yes. So you write down. It can be said and it can be also told, provided there is an object after say. If there is an object in the reporting verb, in that case we use told. Like he told him, he told her, he told them. But if there is no object, in that case we should use say. So write down the number 2 question you write. To report a statement, we use the reporting or say or do. Okay, bye.